Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here in YouTube so quickly.
Let us briefly introduce ourselves again. Hi, I'm Shirley Ho.
I'm Aaron Goh, and we will be your MCs for today.
Again, welcome to Sri Desa's first ever virtual graduation and awards day. So Aaron, what do you think of the year 2020 so far?
As you know, 2020 hasn't been easy on anyone. The pandemic has affected us in so many ways and forced us to stay at home. Staying at home for months, while not being able to freely carry out our daily routines may have been unbearable for some of us. Nevertheless, let's try our best to make this graduation day a memorable one.
Well said, Aaron. Without further ado, let's welcome our organizing chairperson of this year, Chloe Ng Yue, to give her speech.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sri Desa International Secondary School's Virtual Graduation and Awards Day. My name is Chloe, and I would like to start off my speech by sharing some personal take on the year 2020. While many may say this is a bad year, but I choose to see it as a year full of opportunities to rise. This is the year we challenge ourselves to step out of our comfort zone, to push our limits and to try things we usually avoid. One of my team's biggest challenge is to plan a whole new different type of graduation and award ceremony, a virtual one. I am indeed overwhelmed with gratitude that the school chose me to be the organizing chairman for this year's graduation and award ceremony. Due to the pandemic, I have to say that this year's event was unusual and there are many rules and regulations to be followed. The planning went well at first, but we have never expected that there would be so much more to do. It was so tough to a point that we started to lose faith in our ability. After countless nights of discussion and replanning, things finally seemed successful and achievable until the announcement of CMCO strikes. I thought all our hard work would go down the drain. Later on, the school announced that this year's graduation and award ceremony will go virtual. I was truly shocked yet anxious. I was not enthusiastic about the idea as I'm not tech savvy and have no clues on how to plan a virtual event in such a short time. So I was very reluctant to plan it, as this is out of my comfort zone. Moreover, I was afraid that we wouldn't succeed. Later on, I was overwhelmed with responsibilities, but luckily, I have a group of supportive committees that backs me up and also teachers who guide me throughout the planning. We motivated each other to persist. There will always be some misunderstanding that arose throughout the process. So, I would like to sincerely apologize for any misunderstanding or inconvenience. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my hardworking team and my teachers who are always ready to offer guidance. Also, for entrusting me with leading the organizing team. Lastly, on behalf of the committee, I would like to congratulate the Year 11s on their well-deserved success. Congratulations on your accomplishment and all the best in your future endeavors. I hope 2021 will be a great one for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe, for that interesting speech. Now we know just how much effort goes into planning a successful event.
Now, I would like to invite our principal, Miss Saw, to give her opening speech.
Distinguished guests, the Board of Governors, parents, staff, students, and friends. It has been an unprecedented year of chaos, grief, and uncertainty. The world as we know it has been turned upside down. The very fact I'm speaking from a screen just says it all. Version 1 of my green screen was just pieces of green art paper stuck randomly on a wall, and that was hardly an issue if we consider all we've gone through this year. Today, however, I would like to focus on the silver lining. The Chinese character for the word crisis contains one brushstroke which stands for danger, the other for opportunity. This encapsulates our experience in Sri Desa this year, and I wish to celebrate our heroes who, in the midst of the crisis, chose to seize the opportunity to reimagine education, all with the same vision, to nurture hearts, shape minds, and change lives. I wish to first honor our dedicated team of teachers and staff who modeled resilience, tenacity, and adaptability. We were like ducks, calm on the surface, but paddling furiously underneath. Yes, school closed physically, but the learning continued. The transition to online learning was smooth. Online lessons progressed in terms of creativity, student engagement, and subject mastery. The syllabus was completed with reliable assessments throughout the year. Parents were kept updated on student academic progress. Even CCA and PE made a quick comeback. And this year, we had so many students achieving awards in the Queen's Commonwealth Essay Competition, Kangaroo Math Competition, and Kanchil Science Competition. I thank the Board of Governors for staying true to our values in keeping people our utmost priority, despite the costs involved. By taking on an additional floor to ensure the safety of all students and staff, by supporting all staff through each wave of the pandemic, by supporting parents in the fee reductions for Term 2 and for academic year 2021, having no increase in school fees, implementing an all-sibling discount, and continuing with the referral program. If you'd like to refer any friends, we now have an admissions manager, Miss Kate Wong, who would be happy to assist you. And finally, by supporting the whole school community, especially our students, in bringing in a mental health professional, Ms. Wan Kaman, a clinical psychologist who has done so much for our mental well-being. I salute our parents who've worked hard to support the children through the year so they could stay in school. And many of you are working from home. Some of us are parents too. We know the year is coming to an end and you did it. Special thanks to our parents who've also shared their professional expertise to help us grow in our methods, processes, and infrastructure. Students, I applaud you for continuing to learn, participate, and contribute, just as we've always encouraged you to, despite the new norms. Just looking back at our Facebook, Instagram, and newsletters, I'm inspired by the level of talent, creativity, and accomplishments our students have achieved in the past year. We're celebrating some of you today. But you know what? If you stayed in school and did your best in your day-to-day routine, you have accomplished much. Refusal to give up when the going gets tough is an accomplishment, a real-world skill in itself. Chloe, your experience with your organizing committee summed it perfectly. And I'm proud of how all of you model our motto, per angusta ad augusta, through difficulties to honors, in learning to adapt and work hard through these challenging times to be creative and make the best of the situation. Last but not least, our class of 2020. You will always be a special batch. Many of you were here from day one when we were Sri Desa Learning Center. We watched you grow, heard your voices crack, glowed with pride when you found your footing and encountered your personal breakthroughs. You have put in the time, the work, and the effort, and today we are celebrating another milestone in your life, completing your secondary education and being the first batch to graduate from Sri Desa International Secondary School. As you step out into the real world, I urge you to be heroes in your capacity, in your community. Because if there's anything we've learned at all from this pandemic, it's that real heroes don't wear capes. They are ordinary people who keep going despite the challenges they're facing, enormous though they be. Our healthcare workers, our food riders, our janitors, your parents, your teachers, you. Who knows what 2021 will bring? When you wonder how you'll navigate through the uncertainty, keep the principles you have learned here as your anchor. Remember your school pledge to grow in wisdom and in health, with camaraderie and with heart, to serve one and all. Because life is not just about ourselves. In times of crisis, the world is looking for a hero. You may not be the one to change the world, but you can change the world for one. Remember your school motto, per angusta ad augusta, through difficulties to honors. Because we will fail at something at some point in life, but this failure is never final so long as you keep learning, persevering, and adapting. You will find your eureka moment. Finally, remember your school community. Because the friendships you have formed, the ties you have made, all tell you we cannot journey through a life alone. It is okay to ask for help, and sometimes that's the bravest thing we can do. So let us remember the past with gratitude, live the present with enthusiasm, and look forward to the future with confidence. It may be full of uncertainty, but hey, they say life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So get comfortable with discomfort, step out, and make the magic happen. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, Miss Saw.
Moving on, we would like to welcome Sri Desa's Valedictorian of the Year, Leong Yong-eun, on stage to give her speech.
A very good afternoon to our fellow directors, teachers, my fellow graduates, and friends. It's a bit weird addressing everyone like this, but it has been nothing but a very strange and challenging year for all of us. Our world has turned topsy-turvy, and what we've always taken for granted, such as spending time with our friends or spending time with our teachers in school, we can no longer do so. However, despite these difficulties, we are very grateful that our teachers have always been there to help us adapt and cope with the situation. So first of all, I want to express my gratitude to all the committee and the teachers in charge for arranging this virtual graduation for us. We truly understand how challenging and how difficult this must have been, and we hope that you guys understand and know how much we appreciate all the hard work that you guys have put in for us. Secondly, as this is my last time as a high school student, and on behalf of the graduates, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the teachers in the school, especially those who have taught us, for helping us throughout the years. To Miss Anna and Miss Joyce, thank you so much for the past 5 years and guiding us on this journey. We must have not been a very easy bunch, and we hope that after we leave, you guys will live a much less stress-free life. And we hope that you guys will miss us as much as we will miss you. Next, I want to thank our parents who have let us stay in this school and have supported us throughout these years. You've had never-ending support from you guys, and we truly appreciate it. To my own mom and dad, thank you so much for letting me stay and for supporting me for the past 5 years. Particularly this year, we had a pretty challenging year, and I'm just very grateful that everyone is safe and healthy. Lastly, to all my friends, all my graduates, I hope that we can give ourselves a pat on the back, because we have gone through thick and thin together, and I hope that all of us will treasure and cherish the moments that we had together, and I hope that after this pandemic we'll be able to continue to spend a lot of time together, and that we won't forget each other for whatever we've done throughout these years. So thank you so much, and please stay safe everyone, and yeah, thank you.
That was a touching speech, Yong-eun. Congratulations on being this year's valedictorian.
Now, the time we've all been waiting for is finally here. We would now like to begin Sri Desa's graduation ceremony 2020.
We would now like to invite our school principal, Miss Saw, to give out the graduation certificate. We would like to call upon our Year 11 2020 graduating students to collect their graduation certificates.
Starting with year 11 Galileo, we have Leong Yong-eun, Fong Siu-hong, Chua Yao-hsien, Ng Wei-yi, Chow Hao-wei, Congratulations, year 11 Galileo.
Continuing on, we have our graduates from year 11 Aristotle. Tashwin Khan bin Muhammad Ayub, Liu Shu-chi, Dan Linda, Ivan Jim, Su Pai Kim, Iskandar Arifin bin Ahmad Kamsul, Howard Hon Moon Lock, Hesnavi Balakrishnan, Adrian Yong Jun Sian, Owen Jim, So Izan, Iskandar Affan bin Ahmad Kamsul, Eugenist, Qiketing, Wang Yuxia, Congratulations Year 11 Aristotle. Thank you Miss Saw for presenting them the certificates.
And now, that brings us to the end of our graduation ceremony. It's time for us to move on with our Year 2020 Awards ceremony.
Every year, our students never fail to strive to be the best among their peers. And that truly holds up our school's motto, Per Angusta ad Augusta, through difficulties to honours.
We would now like to call upon these high achievers to collect their awards under the 4 pillars of the holistic development and recognition of their hard work and achievement.
Under the intellectual pillar, Mr. Robinson will be presenting the awards under this pillar. The first award is the subject award.
The recipients of this award are the top students in each subject. First, the top scorer for business is Adrian Yong Jun Sien from 11 Aristotle.
For English as a second language, we have Chow Kao Rei from 11 Galileo.
Also from 11 Galileo, we have Leong Yong Eun receiving the award as top scorer for both mathematics and Malay.
Now we'll be presenting the students the second award, which is the Outstanding Student Achievement.
Presented to the top 3 students of the level based on their average mark of the trial examination for all subjects.
From Year 11 Arts, coming in first we have Saw Yi Zan. Coming in second, we have Adrian Yong Jun Sien. While we have Owen Jim in third.
For Year 11 Science Stream, in first place we have Leong Yong Eun. In second, we have Feng Siu Hong. And last but not least, we have Ng Wei Yi coming in third.
Thank you Mr. Robinson for presenting the awards. We will now move on to the awards under the physical pillar. Miss Joyce will be presenting the awards under this pillar.
First, let's give out the Sportsman of the Year award.
These students have displayed exceptional achievement or talent, combined with service and dedication in a school activity.
This award goes to our sportsman, Lu Shu Hing from 10 Edison. We'll give out the Sportswoman of the Year award. This award goes to our sportswoman, Eugenist from 11 Aristotle.
In addition to this, We also have the Sportsmanship Award, in which the students whose conduct embodies a supportive and encouraging attitude in sports.
This award goes to Feng Xiu Hong from 11 Galileo, Adrian Yong Jun Sian from 11 Aristotle. Congratulations to the both of them.
Thank you, Miss Joyce, for presenting the awards. Next, we will move on to the awards under the social pillar. Miss Charmaine will be giving out the awards under this pillar. To qualify for this award, these students mustn't have failing grades or committed any offences according to the Student Code of Conduct.
First off, we have the Student Ambassador Award.
For this award, the recipients are Nitya Lakshmi Govan, and Reed Yap Kim, both from 10 Edison.
Next, we will be presenting the Directors Award.
This award is given out to those who have demonstrated exemplary skills in motivating others and initiating or organizing projects that have significantly contributed to the betterment of the school or wider community.
We are pleased to announce the recipient of this award is Feng Xiu Hong from 11 Galileo.
Thank you, Ms. Charmaine, for presenting the awards. Moving on, we have the moral pillar. This is to award the students who have not committed any offence according to the Student Code of Conduct in the current school year. Ms. Anna will be presenting the awards under this pillar.
For the first award, we'll be presenting the Character Award, which will be given out to students in every level that meet the criteria. From 7 Mendeleev, we have Ashley Lai Jia Qin. From 8 Angelo, we have Nurin Aminatan and Letitia Tay Wei Lin. Newton, we have Bu Yu Zhen. From 9 Budal, we have Muhammad Faris Ilman bin Muhammad Anwar. From 10 Puri, we have Lim Shun Yuan. From 10 Edison, we have Boy Jing Shen and Lim Xin Pei. From 11 Galileo, we have Leong Yong Eun. Feng Xiu Hong. And Ng Wei Yi.
Continuing on to the second award, we have the Principal's Award. This award is given to award the student who has displayed exemplary character and outstanding personal qualities through behavioral aspects, and their actions that define them as a role model and positive influence to other students. These include helpfulness, consistent and active participation in community service projects, showing respect, integrity, and virtue.
This award goes to Lim Shun Yuan from Enquiries.
Last but not least, the final category of awards, the IGCSE 2019 Distinction Award, are to be given out to the Year 11 students from year 2019.
This award is given out to students who have achieved grades of A and above in 5 subjects and a grade of C or higher in the remaining subjects in the previous IGCSE examination. The recipients of this award are
Chong Zeng Xuan, Pria Anak Perempuan Tiru Veteran, Fu Ke Sin, Lim Jia Wei Charmin, and Chloe Ng Sin Yi.
Congratulations to those who got an award, and for those who didn't, good luck for next year, work hard and don't give up.
Next, the organizing committee has compiled the video for the Year 11s. Aaron, are you excited to see what they have prepared for us today?
Yes, absolutely. Let's enjoy the video.
What a heartfelt video that was!
I agree. I'm sure many of us will miss them. We sincerely wish them all the best in their future undertakings.
We would now like to invite the Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. Robinson Pan, on stage to give us the closing speech.
Hello everyone. Welcome again to our virtual graduation and awards day. 2020 has been a crazy and a difficult year. All of us had to cope with disruptions and uncertainties. As students, you had to deal with transitioning to online learning, not seeing your friends and getting cooped up at home. It is not easy, I know. It has been a long 9 months. As teachers, you had to pivot to new ways of teaching and to figure out how to reach out to your students. Teaching face-to-face is difficult enough. Trying to do it virtually makes it even harder. As parents, all of us are struggling and are affected in one way or another. Some lost their jobs, while others had their pay cut substantially. Those in business are not spared either. And if we think we have it bad, look around and see what's happening in the world. Many have lost their loved ones. In America alone, 250,000 people have died. And closer to home, sadly, we lost our very own teacher, Miss Honora, to cancer this year. So what can we learn from all this? I want to share 3 lessons I have learned personally. 1, that life is really uncertain and never smooth sailing. Sometimes we can plan all we want, but life will throw curveballs at us every now and then. Hence, we must learn to be adaptable, learn to accept change as the only constant in life. We must learn not to be upset and be too affected when things don't go as planned. Train ourselves to be strong and be resilient to face challenges, because there will be many in life. 2, we must learn to stay healthy, physically and mentally. Physically, we need to learn to take care of our body. Eat well, exercise regularly, and stay fit. Mentally, we need to take care of our heart, our mind, and our soul. We need to learn to be happy, to understand that it is okay to ask for help sometimes, to surround ourselves with family and friends, to learn to be kinder, more caring, and more compassionate to each other. It is in helping others where true joy and happiness is found. 3, that this too shall pass. No matter how difficult life or a situation can be, it will soon pass. We need to learn to hang in there and not give up. It is like going through a storm. Sometimes we can't do anything but to wait for it to pass. Just hang in there. Things will be okay. In closing, I want to congratulate our graduating class of 2020. Carl, Ivan Chua, Siu Hong, Yong En, Wei Yi, Adrian, Kerching, Howard, Arfan, Arifin, Ivan Jim, Keshnavi, Shuchi, Owen, Izan, Ensign, Linda, Tashvin, Shanice, and Brian. Well done, guys. IGCSE is finally over and you finished the race. Celebrate this achievement as it is no small feat. 2 years of kindergarten, 6 years of primary school, and 5 years of secondary school. A total of 13 years in the making, just to reach to this point. So now, one chapter of your life is coming to an end, and a new one will soon begin. It is exciting and yet scary. And that's life. It's an adventure. But do not be afraid. Do not let fear hold you back from trying anything. For it is better to try and fail than never to have tried at all. For what is failure but a stepping stone to success? So graduating class of 2020, Carpe Diem, which means seize the day. Congratulations again. We will miss you and we wish you well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson, for that wonderful speech.
With that, we have come to an end of our graduation and award ceremony 2020.
It is an honor and privilege for us to be your MCs on this meaningful day.
Thank you all for participating in this year's event. We are glad to see you here today.
Goodbye,
Bye,
everyone. We wish you a good day and hope to see you soon.
As we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. First off to the girl in my math class, I'm rich and you broke. I had the last laugh. And to the dumb in my science lab, had it feel when we fought and you caught a jab. Prom, the teacher that was always talking on the intercom. And the student that we thought was always gonna bring in a